Planet Dolan. From whether snakes chew their food to what the first piece of candy ever was, we answer some of your most burning questions about life.
Hey there, my name is Melissa. I'll be reading out the questions and answers.
I'm Danger Dolan, and I'm here to blow your mind with truth.
Dodge_2410 asks, could an animal fire a gun?
Of course not. Animals and animal people don't have the mental faculties to hold a gun and shoot. They don't even know how to turn the safety off. It's just embarrassing.
Technically they can, but only if they're well trained and they can pull the trigger. They can't reload or adjust the weapon or anything like that. Chimps can hold a gun and shoot, but they're not trying to cause intentional harm. To them, they're just holding a thing and pulling a tab. Avergyro asks, were humans supposed to have tails?
No way, tails are useless. Nobody important has one. Ugh. Alright, tails aren't that bad. They look funny, but ugh! Tails are fantastic. I love them. They're so cool. Ow! I'm not worthy, tail gods. Bless me with your wavy butt sticks.
No. Unfortunately, humans have never had the potential to grow tails. There have been a lot of examples of babies born with a growth on their back that resembles a tail, but these are mainly cysts and tumors. And unlike true tails, these growths lack vertebrae, bone, and cartilage.
But weren't you human once? How did you get a tail?
Painfully, Dolan. I don't want to talk about it.
Well, look at me. I'm a mysterious bird person who doesn't like to talk about things. Murr, 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 murr.
Inflamed Tie asks, why is water see-through?
It's not see-through. What are you, crazy? It's blue. Here, I took some pictures to illustrate my point. See this one? Blue. Ooh, this one's gorgeous. Blue. Okay, this one's red, but that's besides the point.
This is because water is composed of nothing but hydrogen and oxygen. We see light and color on solid objects because that's the light energy bouncing off it and then back to our eyes. Water molecules don't absorb or reflect much of anything, so light passes straight through it. Click Clan 666 asks, how was time created?
This one guy had a crazy 100-word essay due the next day at his school, but he just didn't have enough time to get it done. So he invented clocks in order to figure out how long he had left and accidentally created time. And now we all have to age because of this jerk. Thanks!
If you're talking about the concept of hours in a day and the overall lifespan of the universe, unfortunately, we don't know enough about existence to answer that question. A better question is, was time created? Or has it always existed? If time was created in the same way that the Big Bang created the universe, how did it happen?
Melissa, can you help me with this 25-word essay?
25 words? Just write a sentence and you're done.
But that means I have to do stuff. Again!
Kana6789 asks, why don't snakes chew their food?
It's because snakes are lazy. All they do is lounge around, their jaws wide open, constantly waving rats over saying, hey, why don't you jump in my mouth? Just climb in my stomach there. Surprisingly, this often works. Although the rat would just complain, why is it taking you so long to digest me? Ugh. Animals, man.
Snakes don't have teeth like you or I, but they make up for it by having a stretchy jaw held together with elastic ligaments instead of bone. Their stomach is also stretchy, so they can swallow prey way bigger than themselves and slowly digest it with stomach acid instead of chewing. Cookie Girl 6745 asks, what would happen if all the water on Earth disappeared?
Everyone in the world would have to go search for it. Gotta look under all the pillows, behind the fridge, in your socks. And if we can't find it, we'd have to travel to Pluto and harvest more. And it'd take like 2 entire hours to get there. We'd all be pretty damn thirsty by that point. And believe me, it's not fun peeing dust.
A few things. First, the continents we live on would collapse, and no humans or creatures would have land to walk on, so our bodies would have to evolve to live in magma to survive. Second, water wouldn't absorb solar radiation anymore, so the temperature would go nuts. Lastly, there would be no rain, and all life would waste away.
Melissa, stop wasting all the water we have left. You're killing us.
Jacuzzi asks, why are galaxies always moving away from each other?
Look, nobody wants to talk about it. All I can divulge is that there was a party, something went wrong, people saw something they shouldn't have, and look, I thought everyone had one, but oh no, it's weird. So everyone packed up the galaxy and started moving away. Jeez, overreaction much?
It was back in the 1920s that Edwin Hubble discovered that galaxies seemed to be moving away from each other, faster and faster than the speed of light, even though there's no reason or explanation for it, which we now call the Hubble constant, caused by dark energy. We still don't know why. It's one of the great mysteries of the universe. If knees were backwards, what would chairs look like?
Chairs? Trust me, you don't need to worry about chairs. You need to figure out how to walk first. I can do this butt roll thing, but it ain't easy. Must be nice to have a tail right about now. Just saying.
It depends which way they bend. If they go backwards so that they're aligned with the back of your head, it wouldn't be too difficult since chairs have a gap underneath. If they bend upwards so your shins align with your stomach, chairs would need a section at the front to rest the back of your knees on. The Muffin Man 3 asks, will human society ever inhabit the moon?
Sure, you could move there right now. That is, assuming you love rocks. Yeah, man, I'm all about those rock sports, rock dinners, rock bowling, rock music. I could even see myself settling down with a nice rock and living out the rest of my days without oxygen. You know, 'cause I'd be dead. Because it's the moon!
Well, it's been a while since the last time man stepped on the moon, and there have always been ideas thrown around about a moon base. It could easily happen within the next 30 to 40 years, assuming we have a good reason for it. And we can even harvest air and water from the moon soil if we so choose. Squish X Beta asks, what was the first piece of candy?
Rock candy. And I'm serious, I actually invented this stuff. There I was, minding my own business, casually beating on a rock with a random stick like I always do, when it transformed into candy. And believe me, it was the most delicious thing in the world.
It's impossible to identify the first piece ever made, but it's likely cavemen would roll nuts and fruits and honey for the first ever primitive candy. And records show Spaniards, Indians, Arabians, and Egyptians refined the process as far back as 8,000 years ago.
Oh, do you mind? It's hard to live when you're killing me all the time. You owe me candy. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one!